Welcome one and all to the EX6 electric bike review, where we will explore the ins and outs of this powerful, versatile, and off-road ready machine. Boasting a high-speed brushless geared motor, fat tires, and an impressive range at a price point of $1,000, the EX6 is an affordable e-bike that seems to be ready to go anywhere. It can even head over to electrifiedrews.com, just like you're about to. Now, why would the EX6 do that? Probably because it wants to use our advanced compare features to narrow down what sort of e-bike it wants to buy. Or maybe that's you. Conquer hills and trails with the EX6's 500-watt high-speed brushless geared motor. This riding experience was kind of a surprise to see how much torque this 500-watt motor was actually producing. We're used to riding around these 750-plus, monsters, and the EX6 that we got seemed to be tuned to take on the more powerful motors. It has a top speed of about 25 miles per hour, so will you miss those extra 3 miles for every hour? Only you can know that. What am I, a psychic? The EX6 features a removable 48-volt, 15-amp-hour battery that delivers a throttle-only range of up to 30 miles and a pedal assist range up to 40 to 50 miles. Now, those are a bit under the best-case scenario, and rider weight, terrain, all that jazz will probably produce a little less range. The EX6 is designed to accommodate riders between 5'5" and 6'5" in height, and it can handle a maximum load of 300 pounds. This rugged frame geometry ensures a comfortable ride, while the attachment points lets you customize your bike for all your adventure needs. The step-over height here was pretty approachable, and it felt like the frame was designed pretty well to offer a fun riding experience. Front shocks on the EX6 means a smoother ride over bumpy terrain, right? The front fork didn't have an insane amount of travel, so this won't be flying off any jumps, but it did make the ride just that much smoother. Glide over obstacles with ease and enjoy off-road adventures without jolting your joints. The EX6 comes with front and rear mechanical disc brakes, and while we'd love to see hydraulic brakes in the future, these function well, stop the bike with a good-looking 220 pounds on top of it, so no complaints there. The EX6 has a 7-speed drivetrain, allowing you a decent amount of gears to match the terrain. With the added power of the 500-watt motor, you should be able to glide up hills or hit top speed on those flat straightaways. This electric bike sports 20 by 4-inch fat tires with a more off-road ready tread, perfect for tackling various surfaces. The EX6 is a Class 3 e-bike capable of reaching a top speed of 25 miles per hour, and it has an IPX4 rating to protect against splashes and light rain. Now let's talk about the cockpit. Comfort and functionality combined in the EX6's cockpit. With easy-to-use controls and a simple display, you can see all the pertinent specs, all not having to sort through too many details. The EX6 electric bike is perfect for off-road enthusiasts, commuters looking for a rugged ride, or anyone who loves the feeling of freedom and power that comes with fat tires and a torquey motor. I see this being good for someone who's a bit more on the short side, even though it's supposed to fit folks up to 6'6", and someone who has some well-maintained bike trails they're looking to explore. Speaking of exploring, let's do some of that on the ride test. Alright guys, we're out here for the ride test on the EX6 from Hiboy, so let's get into it. Go ahead and just twist on throttle and start going. Now, I might have to adjust this camera angle just a bit. Just a bit. What's that look like? I like that. You guys like that? Alright, let's stick there. Alright, so now what's interesting about this bike is the throttle goes past the 20 miles per hour, so it's going 22, 23, eventually that will get us up to a little bit north of 25 miles per hour. And so that's fun. I like that. Now, does it take it out of, class 3, or does it take it out of class 2? Yes, technically it does, but it is fun. So there's that. There's always like, what's class 2, what's class 3, and what's class fun, So I like that, but, just so you know, it does go a little bit faster than that. That'll be a bonus to some of you guys. Go ahead and do some cruising here. Now, as far as the ride feels goes, it is a bit of a more compact ride. So some of the other bikes that we've been reviewing recently are a little bit longer, a little bit more of a reach. This one feels like it's a very short reach, and yeah, it's a little bit more compact. So if you're a little bit shorter, I'm 5'10", and it feels a little bit more compact than something I would ride all the time. So if you're, sub 5'10", then this might be a pretty solid fit for you. And if you want to pedal, you just pedal right away. Now at, what are we going about, 17 miles per hour. Oh, because I'm in pedal assist level 1. I was like, man, I feel like I'm putting in a lot of work here. All right, so now we're in mode 5. This is where we get the power, right? There we go, there's the power. There's the power I was missing. But if you're a little bit on the shorter side and you're looking for something that kind of has a little bit of a cruiser vibe because of the swept-back handlebars here, then this is something that is, it's budget friendly and kind of, it fits in that cruiser category for me. Now, once you get about 16 miles an hour or so, we do get a little bit of ghost pedaling. So anything after about 16 looks like the gearing could be adjusted a little bit, and that's just something they're going to work on. I love blowing by people doing nothing. Not that they're doing nothing, I'm doing nothing. Let's go ahead and see if we can scoot over here. This is a beautiful day. There's tons of people out here. So a little bit of off-roading here. Got the front suspension, the fat tires. Doing the Lord's work here. And we're back to cruising. Just the faint sound of children screaming in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's pretty loud. The microphone setup here is, it's got you dialed into me, right? You guys are here to watch me ride around this bike. You're here to listen to my thoughts. And my thoughts about this ride feel are that it's okay, It's not the most cushiest bike in the world, but the price point doesn't necessarily reflect that. We do have mechanical brakes here instead of having hydraulics. So it's something that can go like those top speeds, and it's, kind of right in there as far as what we would expect a bike like this to weigh as well. Seeing hydraulic brakes on here would definitely be something I would look for in future versions of this model. I do like the hub sound though. It's got a nice hub sound. Now we're just cruising along the side of the road here. It's fairly smooth. Not a lot of bumps going on here, but the little bit that we are experiencing, that the front suspension is picking it up nicely. Now, just because they are mechanical brakes doesn't mean that, we can't lock out the tires. We can't do a little skidding because, of course, I'm going to try to skid on these bikes. So I don't necessarily think that it is unsafe to see the mechanical disc brakes here. But like I mentioned, it would be nice to see hydraulic disc brakes on future versions of the model. Go ahead and see if we do a little slide in. Where's a good slide spot? I like you. Well, that wasn't as much of a slide as I had hoped that it was going to be. But I am able to stop, right? And that's nice. We do have, motor cutoff inhibitors as well. So there's a lot of safety features here. They aren't just some, wild brakes, something like that. These are, they're very typical standard mechanical disc brakes. I don't know why I said that way. Disc brakes. Disc brakes. Disc brakes. Huh, interesting. Words are funny. They sound silly and they mean different things, and that's a cruiser. Now that's a cruiser. Woo! When you do get up to the top speed though, and you're just kind of, leaning back and doing a little bit of cruising, we do have quite a bit of, maneuverability with these bikes as well. Oh yeah. I don't know. It's really tough to be super, super objective about an e-bike. Just kind of, being honest with you guys here, because e-bikes in general are so much fun. If you have not ridden one, I highly recommend you get out there, test ride one, find a friend, find an uncle, somebody. Somebody with an e-bike, okay? I know you do. You just find one, you ride it, and tell me what you think about it, because it's just a lot of fun. So it is funny, as a third-party reviewer to be talking about, like, oh, this part and this part and this part. And it's like this thing, like if somebody gave this to me as a gift, I would love it. One of the services I think that we provide in being sort of in this industry doing the stuff that we do is that we get to experience a lot. So we have, different perspectives on stuff. Not necessarily saying like, we're right or we're better or whatever. It's just we have tested out a lot of e-bikes. We've done a lot of things. We know what different things translate to. So I can look at a product that's, fairly new on the market, so I haven't even test rode, and go, oh, okay, I remember that part from this bike, and I remember this sort of setup, and I can sort of like form an opinion about it. but just in general, just being out, riding around. You know, you got an electric motor pushing you. It's just a heck of a lot of fun. And that's not even part of the bike review. That's more like bike philosophy. Might have to start a whole new video series. Just, you know, reviewer philosophy, e-bike philosophy. And Brent would love that. A big philosopher, that guy. Well, I'm gonna cut it off there, guys. This has been our full review on this Hiboy e-bike that I'm now riding around at full speed, 25 miles per hour, just throttle, 24 miles per hour. Don't want to know you caught lying there. And yeah, please let us know what you guys thought about this bike, you know, any of the other bikes that we review over here. Head on over to electrifiedreviews.com. Make sure to create your free account. You know, compare this bike across other things. Add some bikes to your wish list. You know, we're usually running a giveaway, so if you head over there and you see something about a giveaway, we partner with people. We give away, you know, some pretty sweet bikes. We partner with Eventon. We partner with Ride One Up. We've partnered with other people, you know. And the reason I say it that way is because I'm currently working on, closing some giveaways with some other brands. So by the time this comes out, there'll probably be more people to add to that list. But for now, we'll leave it at those two. All right, guys. Love talking to you, and we'll catch you on the next one.
The EX6 electric bike offers a fantastic blend of power, durability, and versatility. Its high-speed motor, fat tires, and impressive range make it a top choice for those who want to break free from the constraints of paved roads. And with a price tag of just $1,000, it could be a good fit for your pocketbook. Whether you're exploring the wilderness or navigating the urban jungle, the EX6 can do just about anything. You can even remember to head over to electrifiedreviews.com, sign up for a free account, and maybe win a free e-bike. That's what this bike can do.